There are a variety of Arc enemies and Arc raiders, each a threat in their own way, with various combat styles and loot they can drop. In this video, I'll be going over each Arc enemy and everything you'll need to know about them and how to fight them, going from smallest to largest. All Arc enemies will drop Arc alloy, some in higher quantities than others, and sometimes you'll even get Arc power cells. I'm telling you this now so you don't have to hear me say Arc power cells or Arc alloy 30 plus times in this video. Unless it's absolutely necessary, I will not mention it. I will only be mentioning the specific parts that fall from those enemies. I will also mention here that any of the parts that you get from the Arc, you can sell them in your stash for currency. With that being said, let's get started. Ticks are fast, spider-like robotic enemies. While they have low health and can be eliminated very fast by pretty much every weapon, their danger lies in their ability to leap onto your face and deal continuous damage. When they do this, you can press the key designated when they attack, or a teammate can shoot it off. There is no special tactic for fighting the ticks. Until you get within close proximity, they will not attack you, so simply shoot them before you get close enough. Or, if they've already latched onto you, take them off your face and then shoot them. Ticks will drop tick pods, which can be sold or used for crafting. They can also be used for upgrading certain crafting tables. Fireballs are small rolling robots that are equipped with flamethrowers. Medium and heavy rounds make quick work of them, especially while they're in their attack state. When they go to attack, they will open up removing their armor to use their weapons. When they do this, their weak spots are exposed. When fighting them, just don't let them get too close, they won't be able to attack you. 99% of the time, one round of heavy will blow them up no matter what state they're in. Alternatively, you can wait till they get close enough and take them down with any other ammo type. Defeating them will give you fireball burners, which can be used for crafting as well as upgrades, and they can be used as a Molotov grenade. Pops are very identical to fireballs, except they are a little smaller. They drop the exact same loot pool and have the same amount of attacks. If you have a mission to destroy the fireballs with a fireball burner, make sure you tag the enemy first, as you might be looking at a pop. The Rollerbot is a rather large ball that just rolls around the map. Occasionally they will stop and shoot this little beam into the sky, which they're probably scanning or something like that. Once they are aware of your presence, they will roll away until you abandon chasing them or you kill them. These will absorb a lot of ammo. I highly recommend using heavy rounds, as you will need a ton of medium to get the job done, and light, shotgun, and even the energy ammo does not do well here. As you do certain amounts of damage, you will knock parts off the robot. Each of these parts hold Arc alloy. Once defeated, you will be able to obtain the robot part, which can be used for upgrades and crafting.
Things on the run.
The Snitch is a drone that flies around searching for raiders. If they spot you and they are not dealt with, they will call down other Arc to deal with you. They are relatively weak. 3 to 5 heavy rounds to center mass will drop them. Alternatively, you can use medium or a ton of light ammo to take down their 3 wings. Feeding these will give you a Snitch scanner, which can be used for crafting and upgrades as well as a type of grenade. When thrown, they will call down some Arc, but they are not friendly to you. The Wasps are flyers that provide a decent amount of threat if left alone. If they're given the chance to lock onto you, you will be met with a steady stream of machine gun fire. If you have heavy rounds, 3 shots to center mass will usually drop them. You can also use medium or energy to get rid of them relatively quickly, or even light ammo if you have a lot of ammo. With medium, energy, and the light ammo, I recommend aiming for their thrusters. Taking out both thrusters on either side, or taking out both thrusters on the front or back, will cause them to fall out of the sky. You can either finish them off with ammo, or use your hammer to break them down. Defeating them will give you a Wasp driver. On top of being used for crafting and some upgrades, you can use them as a grenade. You can toss them and then shoot it, causing an explosion. If you tossed it and end up not shooting it for whatever reason, you can walk up to it, defuse it, and then pick it up. Hornets are extremely annoying and can turn the tide of any fight. Their shots will stun you and do significant damage. While fighting these, I highly recommend staying on the move and using cover. Like the Wasp, a few rounds of heavy to center mass will drop them. If you're using medium, target the rear thrusters or the underside of the front thrusters as they have armor on them. This is the first flyer that I highly recommend not using anything but heavy or medium ammo on, as everything else will take a very long time to drop them. The Hornet driver they drop can be thrown, dealing damage and causing stun to both arc and to other players. If you stun the arc, it will temporarily disable them. The next arc enemies we're going to talk about have increased chances of dropping some higher end arc components. Items like thermal lining, motion cores, arc flex rubber, and arc circuitry. The Rocketeer, in my opinion, is one of the hardest AI to fight in the game, aside from the Queen. Their rockets, which come in barrages of 2 to 3, are devastating. While fighting one of them, stay out of open areas and use cover. Try not to peek the same angle constantly. The best way to kill them is to take out their thrusters. You could use brute force shooting in a center mass, but it will take a long time, even with heavy ammo. The heavy ammo though is pretty much required, as medium and everything below it will not do a whole lot. Unless you're just an absolute Chad, do not fight these things solo. The best way to fight them is within a squad. Like the Roller, once you defeat the Rocketeer, it will fall into a bunch of pieces. Looting each one of these individual pieces will give you a lot of arc alloy. They will also drop you one Rocketeer part, which can be used in crafting as well as some upgrades. The Bison is an aggressive, spider-like robot with high mobility and lethal close-range damage. They will launch themselves at you, closing the gap and dealing significant damage while knocking you down if they land on top of you. They also unleash a powerful arc shockwave attack. The weak point on these, despite the glowing red eye, is their legs. Destroying them will hinder its movement and even exposing its core once enough damage is done. To fight them, stay out of the open, use cover when you can, and use teamwork to obliterate one leg at a time. Doing this will keep it from being able to jump on anyone. Once again, heavy rounds are highly recommended. Anything below that is going to take up a whole lot of ammo. If you're using shotgun or light, you're really not going to do anything. Defeating them will give you a Bison driver, one of the coolest components within the game. This is another one of the components that, on top of being used for upgrades and crafting, it also has a third use. You can equip it as a grenade. Throwing it causes a huge AoE explosion, dealing high damage and knocking over anyone within the radius. The Bastion is my favorite arc enemy. They're heavily armored and have a devastating machine gun. This machine gun will mow you down very quickly if you give it the chance. When fighting them, use cover and don't let them flank you. If you feel like it's starting to flank you or getting too close, have one of your teammates lay in a ton of fire to grab its attention. Your target to defeat them are the yellow kneecaps and yellow cylinder on its back. It doesn't matter what ammo type you have, you are not brute forcing this by shooting it straight in the middle. Or maybe you will if you have a lot of time and a lot of ammo. With that being said, once again, highly recommend heavy ammo for these fights. Anything below that is not going to be very effective at all. Like some of the other enemies, when defeated, the Bastion will break into many parts. Each part can be looted, giving you arc alloy. You will also find one Bastion part, which doesn't have anything special, but you can use it for crafting and upgrades. The Queen will be covered in a video of her own down the road. I would like to get a bit more time fighting her and provide you guys with a detailed guide. I also did not cover the machine gun and sniper turrets, as there's nothing special about them. Just avoid their line of sight and use anything from the energy, the medium, or the heavy ammo to take them down. Other than that, this is currently all the arc AI within the game. When and if Embark adds more, I will cover those as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys topside.